It's McBride getting Hull.
That one might be a problem.
Indiana Fever went to Minnesota with a broken team. 5 main players were out. The rotation was a mess. Every play felt like a big test. Caitlin Clark was still out with her groin injury. Sophie Cunningham was done for the season. Chloe Beebe, Sydney Coulson, and Ari McDonald were also not playing. Even Odyssey Sims had to play on one good leg because the team had no choice. But all that fight ended with a big shock. Lexie Hull got hit in the face by Kayla McBride's elbow, fell down holding her face, and still the foul was called on Hull. The whole arena got heated.
It's McBride getting Hull.
That one might be a problem.
And you can imagine Caitlin Clark watching, angry, asking the same thing every fan is asking. Why does this keep happening? Indiana didn't just miss a few players. They were running on fumes. Clark's been out for weeks. Sophie's year is over. Beebe's knee won't let up. Coulson's ACL is gone. McDonald's foot shut her down. That's an entire starting 5 missing before the game even starts.
The Indiana Fever's injury bug is getting into spooky territory. It seems like there's a new player every single day that's getting injured. Right now, they have Caitlin Clark out, not sure if she will be returning this season. Sid Coulson out with a season-ending ACL tear. Ari McDonald out with a season-ending fracture in her foot. Sophie Cunningham out with a season-ending MCL tear. And then just today, before the game, they announced that Chloe Bibby would be out with a knee injury, and basically they just said it's soreness and they're just playing it safe.
The backup to the backup's backup, forced to play because there was no one left. This isn't about bad timing. This is about survival. And survival comes with a price. Every drive burns more energy. Every defensive switch is half a step slow because these players have barely shared the floor. And every small mistake looks huge with the playoff race breathing down their necks. Indiana's lineup changes say it all. Shaw Petty showed up midweek and went straight into real minutes. Odyssey Sims, still nowhere near full strength, ran the offense anyway.
Lexie, did you come into tonight kind of expecting to play darn near the whole game just with the injury situation and the personnel available?
Damn, you played 37 minutes.
I mean, you played a lot too, Kels. What did you play? 35. I mean, yeah, we're down people, so gotta suck it up, play a little tired a few minutes, and take in those timeouts as best we can. But
Ariel Powers joined late and had to play heavy minutes without time to build chemistry. This isn't plug-and-play basketball. It's duct tape holding the whole thing together. You can't build rhythm when you're still learning names in the huddle and figuring out teammates' habits during live play. Meanwhile, teams like the Lynx don't need to guess. They see the weak spots and press every single one. Give Kelsey Mitchell her flowers. She never backed down. She split traps, created space, and poured in 26 points, playing like someone ready to carry the whole team if needed. But being short-handed has its limits. When the roster is patched together just to survive, even a superstar run can only take you so far. Coach Stephanie White called it a physical game. That's putting it nicely. It was a battle in the mud, fought with a skeleton crew, and Indiana still kept swinging.
We've had 3 players in the last I don't know how many days, and 2 of those players are point guards, so not really. But you know, at the same time, our ability to make plays out of what we have, right? I think a lot of our spacing allows players to do what they do best, creates opportunities for them to be successful, and then it's just making the right reads and finding the right pass, on time, on target. And some of that is with experience with your teammates, and some of that is instinct. And so we are trying to do as much as we can to put play.
That's why the officiating mistake felt like throwing gas on a fire. Here's what happened. Lexie Hull was locked in on defense, playing her usual tough but clean style. Kayla McBride swung through and her elbow caught Lexie square in the face. Head contact. Defender goes down. The crowd reacts. That's the kind of play you stop, review, and get right. But instead, the refs called the foul on Hull. The one who took the elbow ended up being punished. You could see the Fever bench stunned, and you could see Lexie's face harden, jaw tight, eyes sharp. That look that says, enough is enough.
This was intentional. Now, if it wasn't intentional, okay, give it a flagrant one. I understand it. She wasn't trying to do it. Cool. But this was intentional. All right? She had malice on the heart with this one. Bad intentions. Okay? She was trying to wreck some stuff up there doing this one. Hey, let's just keep it $1,000, man. Let's just keep it $1,000. Kayla McBride was trying to knock Lexie right on her booty cheeks, but she succeeded at, fam.
The refs adjusted the call, but they wouldn't hold McBride accountable. It was like saying, yeah, something happened, without having the guts to point at who did it. Lexie Hull took clear contact to the face. She went down, stayed there, needed time to recover. And somehow, Indiana still paid the price. The pain didn't match the penalty. Don't call it a gray area. Call it what it really was, a turning point that shifted the whole game. Fans exploded on social media because they've seen this story too many times. One bad call might be a mistake, but when it always goes the same way, people start calling it a pattern. Whenever a Fever player hits the floor, whether it's a shove, a shoulder check, or a forearm to the face, Indiana somehow ends up on the wrong side of the whistle. That's a terrible look for the league. It sends a message. Go ahead, get physical with this team. The refs won't stop you. And with half the roster already in street clothes, letting that kind of play go doesn't just cost possessions, it risks even more injuries. Minnesota didn't shy away from playing physical. And that's not the problem. Physical teams win in the playoffs, but the refs are supposed to be the guardrail, making sure physical doesn't turn into dangerous. On this night, that guardrail felt optional. Fever guards took hit after hit with no whistle, while bumps the other way drew calls. Coach Stephanie White hinted the game was officiated differently. And she didn't have to say more. The film speaks for itself. When the standard changes based on the jersey you're wearing, fans don't see subtlety. They see bias. Lexie Hull is already carrying more minutes and more pressure than ever. That elbow, it wasn't just a hit. It was a flat-out insult. She's earned her role by doing every tough, thankless job on the floor, defending, cutting, hitting shots in rhythm. And what does she get? An elbow to the face, a foul called on her, and a review that pretends nothing happened. Moments like that don't break players. They sharpen them. From the bench, she didn't look shaken. She looked furious. Take the punishment, get told to deal with it, and watch refs control the game while you collect bruises. Indiana's patience? Gone. Hull didn't sugarcoat it. After the game, she went straight at the issue. The refs and the league. We're putting our bodies on the line every single night, she said. And the league's job is to protect its players. Instead, obvious hits are getting ignored. That's why the anger's building. Indiana isn't crying for help. They just want the game called straight. An elbow is an elbow, no matter the jersey. A drive is a drive, no matter who's holding the ball. Stop rewarding contact one way and punishing it the other. If the league cares about showcasing basketball at its best, then protect the players, especially the ones already running on fumes, before the whole thing turns into a wrecking match. So far, Indiana Fever has faced a lot of physicality in the league, and there seems to be no voice for them. It appears that everyone in management becomes deaf when it comes to Indiana Fever. The league needs to take action, as Indiana is bringing a lot of viewers to league matches. Therefore, the league should act on this. Please like and share this video.